bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started. Harder, won't you give it up?
Hello, beautiful lady. Yes, I am talking to you. It is Thursday, and you know what goes down here on Thursday. Wife Life with Dr. Gail goes down here on Thursday. So do me a huge favor. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you'll know when I go live. And so tonight, I want to talk to you about life after birth. Life after birth. What to expect. Your questions answered. Yes, life after birth. What to expect. Your questions answered. I get a lot of questions from new moms or new husbands from around the world that their wives have just given birth or the wife has given birth and they're like what's going to happen to our sex life, right? We had an amazing sex life and now it is just dwindling. And will it ever come back, right? And so I wanted to come on here and really address this because even though my children are grown and now I have a grandbaby, having a vital sex life is really important, especially to you younger people who watch me on here. And so I want to answer some of the basic questions that I get asked a lot, right? And hopefully this will just give you a guide and an insight to give you hope and to understand is what is going on if you're a man watching this going on with your wife's body, and if you're the woman who had just given birth, just understanding how your body is going to react after having a baby and how you can move forward. Okay. So, the first question that I get asked a lot is how long do I need to wait in order to have sex after giving birth? I get that from men and I get that from women. Okay. And the question is do you need to need to wait right after giving birth? The answer is absolutely yes, right? Now the other question is, well, if I have to wait, Dr. Gail, how long should I wait, right? The norm is anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks if you give vaginal birth, right? And anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks if you have a C-section. And this is really important for you to adhere to because you want to make sure that your body heals properly, that you don't get any infections from engaging in premature sex. And also, even if you are engaging with some type of birth control, whether it's pills and sometimes with condoms and those kind of things, if you get back on birth control, the birth control is not at its most effective state. So you could end up pregnant again if you're engaging with condoms and those kind of things to try to prevent you getting pregnant again. Some of the lubricants and stuff like that can be very irritating to the vagina right after you're giving birth. If you're having a C-section, you are open and your stitches are not healed and your body is not healed to where you can sustain that. So my thing is that please adhere to the 4 to 6 weeks for a vaginal birth and please adhere to the 6 to 8 weeks if you've had a C-section. This is so important, right? And if you're a man in this situation, understand that your wife has given you one of the biggest gifts that anybody can give you is a whole human being, right? So bask in that. Bask in that she has given you a gift of life that you couldn't give yourself. Okay. Number 3, what is sex like after birth? That is a huge question. What, right? So I'm going to be very honest with you. Sex after birth is going to be very different from how you used to engage before birth. It is. Can it be fulfilling? Absolutely. Can it be hot and steamy? Absolutely. All of those things. But let me just tell you that most new moms for the very first year feel very overwhelmed, very tired, and trying to figure out this new normal and how to balance everything, right? Because most of the time after giving birth, even if she's a working mom, she is at home at least 6 to 8 weeks with the baby. And so that is constantly trying to allow her body to heal and also dealing with a new baby, learning how it works with a new baby and all of those things. And a lot of times the men are at home for a couple of weeks and then they go back to work. And then she's left alone to deal with this new baby, this whole new normal. Her body is changing, her hormones are changing. It's a lot going on internally and mentally for the woman. So, would sex be different? Absolutely, because with the hormone imbalance, it's going to be a drop in desire and drop in libido for her. And if you're a man and you're staying up, if you're taking shifts, you're going to be tired as well. So your sex drives might be a little bit off. Okay. And I'm just giving you the good, honest, open truth. Okay. So that is and so mentally she's going to be tired, right? And a lot of women, 80% of women after giving birth will go into some form of depression, and it's perfectly normal. It's nothing wrong with you. It is called the baby blues, and we all have gotten it, but you can get past it. All right. So physically, we've talked about the hormone changes, and you're feeling overwhelmed. Sometimes you might cry. Sometimes you might feel like you wasn't cut out to be a mom. And all of these things are going on. And I want you to understand that they're perfectly normal, right? Now, if it comes to where you're still dealing with these issues 2 and 3 years later, my suggestion is for you to literally go talk to your GYN and tell them that you're still feeling depressed, you're still feeling, not balanced, and then they can help you in that way as well. And it's a simple blood test just to check your hormones, just to make sure you're going to be okay. All right. But I do want you to understand, if you're a man or a woman, you can restore and have an amazing sex life after birth. You just have to find that balance. You just have to realize that you're working as a team. You have to communicate your needs, your wants, and your desires. And also, you have to love on that baby in between. Okay? So, my prayer is that this teaching has given you a glimpse on what's going to happen and how you can recover. Okay? I love you guys to pieces. I am here every single Thursday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will see you next week. If you're a married man, stop right here. Dr. Gail, why am I in a sexless marriage? Why has my wife stopped sleeping with me? I have asked her and she won't give me any answers. I am ready to throw in the towel. Having no sex is driving me crazy. Well, fret no more. Dr. Gail is here. And let me just tell you, I have created a workshop just for you men, right? Just for you men, to answer all of your questions and to give you an insight of why your wife might have stopped sleeping with you. Yes, I have been able to counsel over thousands and thousands of couples, right? And women just don't stop sleeping with you. There is a root cause, and I am going to help you work through those root causes and get you back in a situation where you're having amazing sex again. So do me a favor, click the link below. I'm holding a workshop just for 10 men on April the 9th from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And again, I want to see you have an amazing sex, but you have to show up for this workshop and you have to ask the questions, and I'm going to be available to answer all of your questions and to pour into you like never before.
Thank you so much for joining me tonight. If you're looking for more resources to take your marriage to a whole nother level, I'm your girl. Please click the link below and visit my website. There's tons of ebooks and books and all kind of things just to help you on this wife life journey. As well as I would love for you to join me on all my other platforms. You can look for me on TikTok, Instagram, and my Facebook page. I am always hanging out on all my platforms. So click the link below and join my tribe. I truly appreciate you.
We're bringing sexy back. We're bringing sexy back.
Let's get it started.